Vibetribe family. It's Let's Talk Tuesday, and today I need to rant. I've got some shit that I just need to get off my chest. It's been bugging me. I'm not looking for views. I'm not looking for drama. I've always said I'm going to keep it real, and when I'm angry, and it is what it is. I feel better now that I got it off my chest. Otherwise, I'd probably have a little bit more of a stern voice. If you don't like curse words, if you don't like rant videos, or you're near little human ears, then I don't suggest watching this video. Put in some earbuds. There is a lot of swearing. Yeah, just a little bit. Alright, let's just get on into it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you join the Vibetribe family by hitting that little red subscribe button. If you like today's video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, as it does let me know I'm on the right track for creating content. If you don't like it, I understand why. Give me the big old thumbs down. It doesn't bother me. Thanks for the watch time. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know my squirrely videos upload. Let's get to ranting.
Hey everyone, how's it going? How's your day so far? Hopefully it's a fantabulous one. Sherry here, aka Diamond Art Addiction. Channel, this name is going to change soon. So, as you heard in my intro, there is going to be a bit of a rant there. If you don't want to hear rant, if you don't want to hear curse words, or just turn it off, you know? I got some things I need to get off my chest. Some is creator, YouTube life, and then a little bit regular life, right? And it was this weekend, it's when I realized that I've got to find balance. I've always been about balance. Don't mind my cats in the background. They're going a little stir crazy, I think. Squirrel. Okay. So, I'm not even sure. I am going to do this all in one take. So this is going to be, there is not going to be any breaks. Richard has gone for a drive. He went and got his coffee and he wanted to go for a drive, looking for new fishing territory, I think. Something along those lines. And my phone's on Do Not Disturb. I've already talked to the children. So I'm going to do this all in one take. It's going to come out the way it's going to come out. It's going to be what it's going to be. If you don't like what you've heard, if you don't like that I curse or I say swear words, please just hit that unsubscribe button. It's not going to bother me, okay? You're not going to hurt my feelings. You're not going to hurt me if you unsubscribe. If you unsubscribe and send me a nasty letter or email like some of you have, that's okay, because I throw them out. I delete them and move along, because I don't got the time of day to be worrying about the negative hate. So, okay. As some of you noticed, I went into ghost mode. I did my live on Wednesday last week, and then I went ghost mode. You know, that was where I wasn't on social media. You know, I just put up that I think I put up a meme that was like, you know, if you don't have time for a break, that means you need a break. And some people took it upon themselves to think that I was talking about being a creator or my YouTube thing, and they're like, you know, like some people, it flabbergasts me, absolutely blows my mind. So I had a life before I started YouTube. Like, I'm a wife and I'm a mom, you know, and I still have a household to run. Like, I still got things I need to do outside of this. And I do not feel like I ever have to justify anything. You know, like, I shouldn't have to explain why I'm not on social media. I shouldn't have to explain, you know, why there's no videos. Like, so I learned from when I went into ghost mode once before, just put a little something up so people know that you're okay, because people do genuinely care. There are such amazing people. Like, don't get me wrong by this video, okay? Like, it's just some shit I've got to get off my chest. Starting this channel, which I did. I've had this channel since June 2009. That was when I started my healing journey. That's how old my channel is. But I never put videos out till I found the crafting community. Diamond painting, and now it's kind of shifted to crafting. Like resin, I love resin work. Oh, I love it so much. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot of that on the channel. Like, I'm soon going to be doing unboxings from new molds, unboxings for getting new glitters and things like that, because that way people will see what I have and what I'm, some of you are already wanting to place, custom orders with me when you see the molds that I have. And I appreciate that. You guys, I'm so OCD. I'm such a perfectionist, and I'm adamant that I will not put out shit products just because I want to make a buck, because right now I'm doing okay. Like that for me, yes, it's always been my thing that I've wanted to have my own, spiritual business where I can incorporate things that I make myself and things that I've brought in, whether it's crystals, figurines, books, cards. You guys get it. You know where I'm rolling with this. You're not stupid people. That's something you guys definitely are. I think sometimes I underestimate people, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm learning that it's okay to let my guard down. You just gotta be careful, because sometimes people are not who they portray themselves to be. I've learned that the hard way, and c'est la vie. I wish you all the best on your journey. I just won't be there. And it is what it is. I shouldn't have to justify why you don't see me in people's lives. Right now I haven't really been a part of any lives. I'll say to people, I'm so sorry, like I suck, and I'm busy. I've got a lot of shit going on in my life that I haven't talked about because, I don't want to. I'm adamant. I will only, yes, I am open. I am an open book. I share a lot about myself and a lot about my life that a lot of people don't, and people have actually left my channel because I'm not spitting rainbows and moonbeams out my arse all the time. Well, that's on you, sweetie. I am who I am. I will, and guys, people are not getting under my skin. What's getting under my skin is feeling like I have to do something. Like I have to message people back faster. I have to post more. No, I fucking don't. I don't have to fucking do anything I don't want to. So quit trying to make me. I don't want to be like everybody else. That is something that you will not see from me. The other thing, speaking of which, wanting to be myself. Let's chat. I'm fully prepared. I'm going to lose subscribers for this video. And I'm okay with that because that's on them. That's not on me. If you think I'm speaking about you throughout this video, if you think this is about you, you need to ask yourself why. Why would you feel I'm speaking about you? A, either you're a sensey bunny, or B, you did something real shitty. Hey, we all done it. We've all done shitty shit. Sometimes it's a shitty shit world. That bugs me when that freaking stand, you can see the tripod leg. But it just looks so unprofessional, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I am who I am. I came to grips a long time ago that I'm not perfect. I have flaws and I'm working on them. I've accepted them. Nobody is perfect and nobody has a perfect life. Some people don't want to talk about the negative that goes on, and that's fine. Some people come to YouTube because they're looking to be cheered up. or they're needing a pick-me-up. Well, sometimes us people, we're human. And sometimes we want to rant and we want to speak our mind. And ever since I joined the community, I've had a filter. I have put a filter on my mouth. Something I said I would never do again. Like, people who are close to me will say they watch my videos and they're like, why do you have such a filter? I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, over the past few years, ever since you quit that shit job, you haven't had a filter. Like, you speak your mind. And I'm like, well, I don't want to upset people. I don't want to cause issues, because sometimes people will take what you say and they're like, well, Sherry, that's on them. That's not on you. It's like, you know what? You guys are right. It is on them. It is on them. It's not on me. Have I made mistakes in starting this journey? Yeah, I have. We're not perfect. Like, I got my first hate comment a few weeks ago about a home fund painting that I did in the beginning of my journey. And I was waiting. I was waiting and waiting for that first real mean, nasty, yeah, this one came finally. And I'm like, yes. And I was actually excited, you guys. I was actually excited. And this one's like, well, I don't see why you haven't gotten one for his shit videos. Well, that's in your opinion. There's some creators out there that I can't stand, but some people enjoy them, and that's fine. Not everybody is going to be your cup of tea. And I know I am not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. But don't go talk shit behind my back and then come into my lives and pretend to be nice. Because that shit is coming to an end. I know who you are, and I know the shit you've been saying, and I haven't acknowledged it. And I know now people are like, you know what? You shouldn't even bring it up if you're not. Well, it is what it is. I said I wasn't going to edit this because I probably should have edited that clip out, but I'm not gonna. I'm just done. I'm just done. If something's got me pissed off, I'm just going to say I'm pissed off. Because you know what? We're human. We get sad days. We get depressing days. We get angry days. Like, when I'm angry, I angry cry. Mr. Addiction experienced that on Sunday. Ooh. I was pissed. And it has nothing to do with anything on YouTube. So I'm going to tell you guys about that. And it was in this moment, especially after what I went through over the weekend, etc., etc. I just lost it. I literally fucking lost my mind. And it was in that moment that I realized that I cannot let shit build up. It's not healthy. It's not good. So it doesn't mean every time I'm pissed off, I'm going to do a video about it. No, that is not what that means. But if someone's pissed me off, I'm just going to go to them and say, you know what? You want to talk shit behind my back, but you want to come into my lives? Really? Really? So all that is you're a drama monster and you're sucking off someone's subs, basically, So, and no, I won't call out name because I don't want to feed the monsters. Just by talking about it, am I feeding them? Yippers. You betcha. Because I'm fucking done. So let me tell you the story. So I had a weekend. The past 2 visits that I've gone to Edson have been rough. I won't be moving with Mr. Addiction to Innisfil. We're going to stay together, but I'm going to be moving back to Edson to be with my children. I'll get to that in a little bit. So on Sunday, I drove back. I was going to stay till Monday. I wasn't even supposed to go last weekend, but I had to. And I got back, I was tired, drained, and on Amazon, it had said that my shit was delivered. And we're talking $400 order. which was my resin and like resin. I got resin and everything had to do with resin. Like it was like some special crushed glass shit. And, you know, it was a $400 order and it said it was delivered. And it said it was delivered Saturday. So I lost my shit. I was literally screaming at the top of my lungs, what the fuck? Like, Richard, where is this order? Like, you were the one that was here. And the reason why I went to him was because he is absolutely terrible at getting the packages when they get dropped at the front door. You know, even when I tell him, and I wasn't mad at him. But when I'm angry, I'm angry. Okay, so I've got tears just rolling down my cheek. I'm pissed, like, what the hell? That's $400. I can't afford to replace that. What do you mean it's been delivered? Oh yeah, I'm just me, just going off, right? And I was talking about some of the stuff. I was freaking and going on about some of the stuff going on in my world. And I've just like, and I was like, whoa. So I went downstairs, calmed myself down. He knew I wasn't angry at him. He knew that. He knew what it was, is I was yelling at him, to him, but not at him, if that makes sense, right? Like basically venting. And I've had packages get stolen off my front step before. Like there were some, you know, a neighbor had seen some people that were going around picking up packages. Cops involved, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So of course I'm thinking, oh my God, a $400 order just got stolen off the front steps. So I call Amazon and you can tell I'm not happy, but I'm not yelling and screaming. So this lady finally gets on after being on hold for good goddess only knows how long it was. Probably wasn't that long, but I was just angry and it felt like long. So I know it's not this chick's fault. So I always try to not get angry. It's, you know, and she's like, oh, no, your stuff, it's only been delivered to the next transportation. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, why doesn't it say that? Like I said, my address says Hinton and it says it was delivered in Edmonton. Oh yeah, it went to a different carrier. I'm like, well, you guys might want to change that so people don't think their shit got stolen or it's gone. Because it said delivered. So every other order I've had, when it says it's delivered, it's been at my door, right? And unless, yeah, there was that one time that packages got stolen. Once they got caught, it stopped. But, you know, so I was like, wow. So okay, we dealt with that, found out I got my delivery on Monday, being yesterday. But after I got off the phone, and I went down to the garage and, you know, going to the craft room, you know, I looked at Richard and I'm like, you know, I wasn't angry at you. And he goes, no, I know that. He goes, I know. He's like, he got it because packages have been stolen before and that was a big order and I couldn't afford to replace it. So he looked at me and he goes, what has you so angry? What has got you so angry that you lost your shit over a package? And I'm like, because normally like that I wouldn't lose my shit like that. Like the last time I was that angry was last July. We all know how that played out in a live. Yeah, that was the last time I was that angry. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, what is going on in my world? So now, of course, I'm out getting a piece of paper and I'm writing shit down that's got me bugged. You know? And it's not all YouTube, you guys. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in my world. I can only talk about so much because it's not my life to talk about in a public manner. Right? Like I love my kids. My daughter is turning 23 this year. I need a sip of my coffee. And you bet it's Timmy's. Yes, brother Brian, you are going to get your proper Timmy's mug when I get all your resin pieces made. Then you're gonna get that package separate from Patreon. Patreon should be there in a few days. Anywho, moving on. Squirrel. You know, my daughter is turning 23 and she's an adult, you know, and as I very well have learned from my own life, bigger children, bigger problems. And sometimes my daughter has shared parts of her life with me, maybe that I necessarily didn't want to know. You know, like that's great. My children know they can come to me with anything. And I will not yell and scream, or, you know, I would rather them come and talk to me and be truthful with me about what's bugging them and going on with them versus not coming and talking to me because they're afraid of my reaction. And that was always my issue growing up, was I wanted to be able to talk to my parents about things, but I didn't want to either disappoint them, let them down, piss them off, blah, 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 right? Something like how I am on YouTube. I don't want to piss people off, so I'm trying to play nice in the sandbox. Yeah, well, the sandbox is about to get upheaved. Anywho, moving on here. Squirrel. Oh, man. So I love that my children can come to me. But sometimes I just wish they wouldn't. Like, there is just some things that I don't need to know. And this one particular thing, you know, basically all I said to my daughter is, you will not have my blessing. But you're an adult, it's your life. My grandson's okay, don't worry, it's nothing major. Like, you know, I already kind of gave my daughter the gears. And because when it comes to your grandchildren, and now I know maybe how my mom felt when I was at my worst, before I had my sons. That was when I started cleaning up my life, was after I had the boys. Actually, after I had Donovan. So, unfortunately, my daughter witnessed a little bit more than she should have when she was a child, you know, and we don't always realize, like, we think that our kids don't see what's going on, or we're actually being we're not, you know, and that's something I learned. And I'm trying to remind my daughter of that, right? Like, she is a good mom, and her fiance is an amazing dad. Do I always like and agree with everything? No. But my daughter is an adult. You know, so that's been playing heavy on me. You know, and then, yeah, financials are a lot better. Like, oh my Lanta, we are in a much better position, but still stressful. You know, and then you add in, you know, I'm starting up a business, Purple Door Crafts. So I've got that, you know, and that is, I will not walk away. Like, I will not walk away from YouTube, even if I lost every fucking subscriber I had. I'd still be putting out videos, because to me, this is my therapy. This is a place where I can just let loose, say what I need to say, and then fucking move on. And if people don't want to hear it, then bye, because I've just had enough. Yeah, we got to play nice in the sandbox, but not at the expense of my sanity. You know, I am so sick of things. Okay, this is where I'm probably going to piss some people off. I've had a lot of people ask me, what is my opinion on what's going on in the world, you know, with, you know, the Black Lives Matter. Okay, we're going to talk. I was actually going to do a video where I had basically a specific song playing in the background, words on the screen with images, speaking my mind. Because some people just figure that as YouTubers, we all need to put our opinions out there. I didn't want to, because I may not, okay. I'm not going to worry how I'm going to word this, because it's just going to come out. I am anti-racism. I am anti-bigotry. I am anti-bullying. Okay? I do believe in equality. Do I have white privilege? Fuck yeah, I do. Am I proud of that? No, I'm not. I'm not proud of the fact that my skin color, but no, I'm not afraid when a cop pulls me over. Have I faced racism? Yeah, I have, because I'm a witch. I believe in a different form of spirituality, and I have faced name calling, holy water thrown on me. People have tried putting me on fire because I'm a witch, to the point sometimes I couldn't walk down the street. So I know what it feels like to be afraid to go out because you're different. And I won't change who I am for fucking nobody. I've worked too hard to get where I'm at right now. After surviving domestic violence, my second relationship was more mental and emotional abuse, some physical, but not nearly as bad as the first. I've lost a child. I've faced adversity. I will not short myself and make myself feel any less. I'm not going to. So I understand somewhat. And that's all I've ever wanted, is I've wanted to feel equal. Because I believe differently, but that doesn't make me, So here's the thing. Here's my thoughts. Okay. Your child, just picture your child is in a hospital bed, dying, and needs a blood transfusion, and they come to you. I've only got two bags of blood. One is white from a white person and one is from a black person. Which one do you want? Pick which one you want. What, you can't tell the difference? That's right, you can't. Oh, better yet, here is a Catholic and a witch. Which blood do you want? Right, it's the same. And that's where I am for humanity as a whole. Right now, yes, there is a community that is asking us to stand with them. Fine, I'm standing. I'm with you. What happened was awful. I finally watched that whole video yesterday. It took, because my daughter sent it to me knowing, she's like, Mom, I know you don't like to watch this stuff, but you need to see why people are so upset. I don't have the news. I've been avoiding going through news feeds on socials. I need a sippy. Sorry, that was iced tea. I usually always have a coffee and a hot drink because sometimes I need something cold. I know, I'm weird like that. So I watched it. I cried. I cried so hard for that man and his family. I watched an innocent man get murdered by a bad cop. And it's awful. It is. But I just want to make some points. Okay, yeah, I'm absolutely hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag White Lives Matter, hashtag Latino Lives Matter. But right now, yes, we need to stand with the African American community. But once things get settled there, let's not forget about the other communities. How about all the Muslims that were tortured, killed, beaten for something they had no part of? It was the extremists. But because of their faith, okay, we need to stand with them when the time comes. Then we've got the Latino community. We need to stand with them too. We need to stand together. Not black, white. We need to stand together as humans. Humanity. So that is my opinion. There are thousands of communities out there. What about the community of mental health? People who struggle with mental health, what about them? Okay, then we got addicts, drug addicts. Yeah, I know, they do it to themselves, but you got to ask yourself why. What happened in their life that put them in that position, and help them, don't judge them. Now, if they're coming to, there is bad and good in every community. It doesn't matter what community you go to, there is going to be bad and good. It is what it is. It's like the old good versus evil. Now, I don't believe in a devil or a hell. I believe evil lives in us. And it's what we choose. Everything is choice. For every action, there is going to be a reaction. So whatever you put out there, you're going to get back. It's just kind of the way it rolls. It's universal law of attraction. So I'm all for supporting the Black community. Absolutely. But let's not forget the other communities that need support too, when they need it. That's my thoughts and that's my opinion on that. Settled. Don't like it? Fine. You don't have to. But like I said, not all cops are like that. Like my son is going to be a cop. He is adamant that he's going to start off as a street cop, then he wants to go canine, and then he wants to go homicide. And he's set on doing it. And I said, so Donovan, you want to be a police officer. That'll be probably in 4 or 5 years. That's not a long time because he is turning 16 and he's going right after he's done high school. He's going to go do criminology and all that fun stuff at college. So I said, what is your feel? What's your take on this? And he said, Mom, they were bad cops. I said, okay. And I said, so what are you going to do when you're a cop? He said, Mom, he said, I would never, ever do that. He says, I want to protect people and help them, not hurt them. You know, and that's where the change has to come. It has to come from the next generation. It has to be what we instill in our children right now. Because then they'll put that in their children. I've raised my children as everybody's equal. You are not to judge people by their skin. You're not, or what they believe in. Like my children were raised as witches. Like well, not as witches, but they knew about it. Unlike myself, because my family was secretive, you know, I said enough, like enough of this. And that's what I've instilled in my children, that it's okay. Be you, be who you are. Always one rule: harm nobody. Whether it's physical, mental, verbal, emotional, whether it's human, animal. And for me, yeah, I would say plants, like killing off the trees and shit like that. I don't agree with a lot of that. But I'm not here to do a debate. So those are my opinions. Those are my thoughts on that subject. And it is what it is. I'm for supporting all communities. Absolutely. But I will not support evil. And what those cops did was evil. I don't support that. But I don't think George would want what half the people are doing to do. You know, like I watched in a video, his little girl say, my daddy changed the world. You're right, kid. He did. Because maybe he woke some more people up. So that's that. Okay. So a little bit earlier, I said to you guys that I am going to be not moving with Mr. Addiction. And I'm going to be going back to move with my kids. Okay. So 2 weeks ago, I was in Edson on the visit before this last one. And my son wrote me a letter. My almost 16-year-old son wrote me a letter because he didn't know how else to express what he was feeling. So he wrote a letter to me, which by the end of it had me in tears. And my kids know, my kids always come first. First and foremost. When I got interventioned and I was told drugs are kids, I said, let's call rehab. So my children still need me. And Carson's only 14, just turned 14. My middle child, Donovan, wants to live with me. him and his dad, like they love each other, but it's just not working out. You know, he just wants to live with his mom. He needs his mom, and Carson's the same. So Richard read the letter. And he's like, you got to go be with the kids. You know, so I've got to start out from scratch, because when me and Richard moved in together, obviously we only have one set of this, like, you know, and a lot of this stuff is going to Innisfil, you know, because in 4 years, that is where I'm planning on going. Like, I am sure, I know people are wondering, well, what about my relationship with Richard? You guys, we have been through so much together that, you know, we're only going to be living 3 hours apart. My in-laws did 2 years, but her husband was in Mexico, working in Mexico, and she was here in Canada. So they were literally in a different country, and they went through it. You know, you got to do what you got to do, and kids first and foremost. Like I already said, I will not move if my kids don't give me their blessing. And I did speak to them, and they need their mom. You know, they thought they would be okay with it, but now that I'm 45 minutes away and they're there, they don't like it. So that's that. So that's been weighing on my mind, right? Like, I got to buy furniture, dishes. Oh boy, I tell you, you know, plus you need first month's rent and damage deposit. And I'm hoping to get this done before winter, you know, so c'est la vie. But I looked at my son and I said, okay, boy, I love you, but when we get our apartment, you'll have your bedroom. I'll have my bedroom. The living room is my craft room. Suck it up. Like, I'm still going to have that beautiful craft room in Innisfil, but my living room is going to have to be my craft room, because especially with the resin, you know, and Purple Door Crafts, I'm still going to do that because I need to make money. I may not be able to work at a regular job, but I still need to make money. And I am not going to sit and no. I've started working when I was 14. Moved out on my own for the first time when I was 15. Just almost 16. That was when I moved to British Columbia, BC. You know, that'll be a story for another day. Whew. I tell you. You know, so I'm not going to give up my dream. So I just said, you're moving my ass back to Edson, which is fine. I want to be with my kids, to be honest with you guys. You know, I miss them. I'm not there for them. I see everything they're going through, and they need their mom. So, c'est la vie. Here we go. Mama's going, and it is what it is. And that's basically in a nutshell what's been going on in my world. There's a lot more, but it's not my stuff to talk about. Like, you know, I've got some stuff going on with my youngest, Carson. It's not my place to talk about it. He doesn't want me to, so I said I wouldn't. And I'm sure he's watching. You know, and then there's the stuff going on with my daughter and my oldest. And I can't talk about that because it's not my place to talk about it. So, you know, in a nutshell, so basically all I'm asking is for some understanding and some patience. You know, I love that you guys love my videos, and, you know, and all the support that you've shown me. Because if it's not for you, if it wasn't for you guys, where would my channel be, right? But all I'm asking for is some patience. I will message you back. I have a life outside of here. You know, just because I don't work outside of my home does not mean that I'm not busy or I don't have shit going on. And I don't like being on my phone. I would much rather video chat, you know, because then I can still do what I need to do. Man, I haven't diamond painted I don't know how long. Man, this feels good just to sit here and diamond paint, even though I'm sweating my damn ass off. I'm telling you, fat girl melting. The boob sweat be real up over here. Oh boy, let me tell you. Oh, I've already had a shower, and I might end up going and having another one just to cool myself off before I go to bed. Because you know how when you get out of this warm shower, you're nice and chilled, unless it's humid. And we don't have humid, we're a dry heat. Unless it rains. If it rains, then we get nasty humidity. And I don't do well in the heat. It makes me sick. Like literally nauseous sick. So I much prefer cold. Whereas Mr. Addiction, that's not him. So, wow, just talking, you guys, like just getting some of that off my chest, you know? Like there's a lot more I want to say, but it's like, I always said when I started this journey into YouTube, you know, I will always be real and I'll always, so what you guys have seen is who I am. Am I in a borderline low? I was, not anymore. I'm evening off. I'm balancing out. You know, I'm not low, I'm not manic, I'm just hot, just really hot. Like literally just like, and I don't know why I always get hotter when I'm filming, but I do. So I spoke of some of the things. And again, if you think I was speaking of you, ask yourself why. Just have patience, not just with me, but with any creator. Oh, the other thing that's pissing me off are these stupid comments. Going down in the comments section, it's like, nice video, bro. Okay, seriously, back off. I am dude. Last time I checked, I have lady bits. You know, I've popped out some kids, so I'm pretty sure I'm a girl. Like those comments are just like to the point I'm just deleting them. Because all they're doing is they're just looking for sub. And I won't do that. I am growing my channel organically, you know, so those who are here are those who want to be, those who aren't. Do I care about how many views? No, I don't give a shit. The other thing is stop fucking comparing us creators. Shit, man, that gets annoying. Oh, well, I saw so-and-so do this and you're copying them. Well, how about you go back and check my fucking dates and see who had that up first? Right, it was me. You know, and once I've set some people straight because I am so tired because I'm a smaller channel that I'm copying. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Back off. You know, and they're, you know, and I've actually gotten apologies. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, well, don't go around accusing people of something that they didn't ask. You know, if I get an idea for a video, then yeah, I will shout the person else. I'll say, you know what, thank you for inspiring this video. You know, as a sign of respect. So it just, you know, don't do it. You know, some people are all about numbers. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just here for my own therapy, to be honest, because I hated going to therapy. I didn't like it. They're strangers. They're book smart. They've never been in the positions I've been in, so don't tell me how I'm supposed to feel. I don't like that shit. And YouTube has been an amazing place for that. Like, you can probably already hear the difference in my voice because I got some shit off my chest. And that's basically, it's not going to be, every whip and chat is not like that. If you've watched my channel long enough, you know that. But on a go forward, if something's pissed me off, I will go to them. If they don't want to acknowledge it, then I've got to do a video, so fucking be it. But I will make sure I have my information straight and correct. And I've always said, if you've got a beef with me, bring it to me. You want to make a video saying nasty shit, you better be able to prove that you tried being an adult and talking to me first and not just going for views. Because you're looking for views. You got a beef with me or I've done something to piss you off, come to me, talk to me, we'll hash it out like adults. If you talk to me with respect, I'll be respectful back. You're not respectful towards me, you're gonna see a side of me you haven't seen. You know, because I don't like being like that. I always say you can speak your mind with kindness and respect. But when kindness and respect is not there, the rest goes right out the flipping door, let me tell ya. So yeah, I think that's, otherwise, you know what, you guys, like, for me, it's a vent. I got to vent. I got to get it off my chest. Mr. Addiction didn't have to hear it, so he'll be very fucking grateful for that. He actually doesn't, you know what? He's actually told me to quit a few times. I'm like, I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction. Nope, not happening. I have met such amazing people, and the good outweighs the bad. Like, this journey has been 95% fucking amazing. The other 5%, yeah, it is what it is. So be it. I appreciate every single one of you, my Patreons. I was never expecting that. Don't forget, if you're a Patreon, I go live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The link is on Patreon and in the Facebook group. If you are interested in becoming a Patreon, I keep everything linked down below in the description box. We do need to talk tomorrow though, Patreons. I gotta bounce some shit off you. I need some opinions. So yeah, hopefully you guys can make it. And then tomorrow night, we will be live on Melissa's channel for our last hashtag DP Get Your Big Double G On event. The video will be up later on in the afternoon. We will be live at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. That will be on Melissa's channel, which I will link down below in the description box. Anything, if you're looking for any form of information, it's down there. You just, like, you'll see, if you're not familiar with YouTube, as I know some people are new, you'll see a little arrow right above the subscribe button. You just click on it and the description box will come down. I seen another YouTuber, it was Crafting Journey with Rebecca. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I seen her do that in a video and I'm like, you know what? That's cool beans. So I will link Rebecca's channel down below because I shouted her out. Go check her out. She's Crafting Journey with Rebecca. You know, I've gotten to know some amazing people and she is one of them. So go check her out. Me and her are gonna be putting a little something together soon. So you may want to check that out. There are a lot of amazing people in this community. We are all different. We are all our own persons. Peoples, we're our own peoples. So you guys know where I'm going with that. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I know this is going up late, so I think 45 minutes, you know, roughly 45 minutes is going to be good because it's 8:30. This should have been up an hour and a half ago. Sorry, boys and girls. C'est la vie. I was nervous on doing this, and I knew I wouldn't be able to film anything until I got this off my chest. It's off. Don't worry. It's not. I've always been real. You know, I appreciate it when you guys say don't let them get to you. I don't. But if you don't back off, if people don't back off, stop asking about me. Stop going to other creators asking about me. You want to know something? Come to me. Don't go to other people because it always gets back to me. And really, just come to me. You know, you want to know something? Talk to me. I'm not a nasty person. I'm not a mean person. Unless given a reason to, I'm not. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And I appreciate the fact that I can put a rant video out and speak my mind. You know, and then we move on. So in the next Whip and Chat, it'll probably be, you know what? Squirrely, squirrel. Tomorrow, Patreons will get to see an unboxing before anyone else. It is my very, very first order from Die Moon Shop. I'm excited. I've had this for a week and I just haven't had the time because I've been doing so much resin work and everything else. So I'm looking forward to that. That will be up to Patreons tomorrow. That will be for everybody else probably Thursday. And then Friday, I don't upload. Saturday, we've got some major unboxings coming up because my mail pile is building. It's building up. So I got to go deal with that shit. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for letting me rant. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate the Vibe Tribe so much. You guys have done more for me than I think you realize you have. The comments, likes, every little bit matters, and you matter. Absolutely. If you've made it this long, throw up a tree. Throw up a flower emoji. If you made it this far, thank you. You are fucking amazing. Don't ever let anyone else tell you you're not. It's taken me almost 41 flipping years to learn how of an amazing person I am. And I'll never let anyone ever make me feel small again. Ain't gonna happen. It won't. I will defend myself until the cows come home. Not perfect, but I'm a good person with a big heart, which can actually get you hurt. But anyway, I'm totally squirreling. Just squirreling away. Some of you have asked for me to bring back Time Out Thursday. I'm working on some things because I do a whip and chat on Tuesday, so I might go back to story time Saturday. And then that's kind of a gap in between whip and chats. And then Thursday will kind of be like something else. But anyway, we'll figure that out when we get to it. Okay, you guys, on that note, I'm going to bid thee all farewell. Stay positive, live blessed. And until the next time, many, many blessings. #Vibe Tribe. Bye, guys.